Hey everybody, welcome back to the Pokemon Fire Red playthrough. In this episode, we take on the Elite Four. Our team is prepped and ready. I've been training off screen for a long time, just so that way I could get to this moment. The start of the Elite Four. First off, Lorelei. Or Lorelei. I always used to call her Lorelei, and for some reason I used the help button. I always used to call her Lorelei. It's actually Lorelei. But just the way her name is spelled, I always used to think, hey, it's Lorelei. Yeah, whatever. Her Pokemon are, for the most part, water-ice types. I say for the most part because she does have a Jinx, which is a water-psychic type. But yeah, for the most part, water-ice types is her game. You're gonna hear me sound, You're gonna hear me sound, check every, battle, so basically I filmed this. Also, you're gonna hear some fuzzy noise in the background. That's something with my emulator. As you can see, I'm not that high a level. What I found out after the fact is, after the Elite Four, I couldn't save my game. Do you know why, people? Because I'm a freaking moron and didn't set it to 128K, so my file was corrupt. So, what does that mean for the playthrough? Well, it doesn't mean I'm stopping. It means that I had to do the whole thing over. Luckily, Jakara was behind, so I had the time to do it with exactly the same Pokemon that I have here. They're going to be a higher level when I start off the next video, which, again, won't be until we both post the Elite Four videos, which, if you're watching it, then obviously I posted it. Yeah, let's just get to this. Slowbro, Water Psychic. I don't know why it has any reason to be on her team. I mean, I guess it can learn Ice Beam and whatnot, but still, that's kind of stretching it. Frenzy Plant. Let's use the move that we got from the Sevi Islands. Or number 2 island. That island is number 2. Number 2 on the top 10, or the top 7 in this case. Then I completely missed the strategy. If you have any electric types, it'll work for everything except Jinx. If you have any fighting types, it'll work against everything except Jinx. The only thing that really works on Jinx that I find is a good fire type, like or a Pokemon with a fire type move like Flamethrower. For the most part, you're going to see me using Arcane and using Kira here. Obviously, I used Venom a little bit because, you know, I figure you could use the level up. All my Pokemon will be like level 55, 56 in the next video. So, again, I apologize for my stupidity. This will not happen in future playthroughs. Why am I talking in my sexy voice? I am doing this at 8:57, so that's earlier than I usually do commentary, and usually I'm hyped up on something, but today I'm mellow. Just treat it like every other commentary and use Flamethrower! I don't know why I sound like Stitch whenever I do that. That would be an interesting commentary, just do the complete thing like Stitch. Give me a request, maybe I'll do that one day. Yeah, other things involving the Elite Four, I'm actually going to do 2 versions. Obviously the version you're watching with the fuzzy sound that will not be in the next video, luckily, because I figured out that it was because my battery's stupid. Anyway, I will be doing this version with commentary, and then I'm going to be doing a sped-up champion version. I don't know if that's what I'm going to call it. I'll probably call it something else, because I actually, come to think about it, that's really stupid sounding. But yeah, there's going to be 2 versions up. There's going to be the commentary version and the music speed up, because some people just want to see me annihilate the Elite Four like I am. Brick. Aw, full restore. That's another thing about the Elite Four. They usually have 2 or 3 full restores on hand, so if you can get them to use it up before or do what I do, if you can't beat them in 1 hit, beat them in 2 hits. Make sure it goes to around yellow so they don't use a full restore. Onyx! It's an Onyx! It's a fucking brick. And that's Earthquake, which, again, for some reason, Bruno likes to use it, one of his rock Pokemon. Yeah, I don't know why you would train 2 Onix. I'm kind of hoping in the revamped Elite Four he'll have a Steelix. Brick! Water! I haven't used my Hassan Chop joke in a little while. That'll be coming a little later in this video. As you can see, it's a 30-minute video, so... I just figured I'd do the entire Elite Four and the credits. You know, do it all at once. Because at first, I was honestly going to... Because I thought I was going to have a lot more trouble. I was going to do, like, the first 3 and then do Lance, the champion, and... you know, the ending, but it turns out my Pokemon were more than ready for this. This challenge, well, I did when I first got here, the first time I went here, I went through it once. I actually got all the way to my rival. Yes, your rival, whoever it is the champion, and I got taken out by his last Pokemon, his Charizard. And that was running out of items and whatnot. Here I'm actually prepared with items. As you can see, my Pokemon are fully healed at the beginning of every battle. That's because I cut out me healing them. But yeah, I actually filmed each one individually. It's all one run, don't get me wrong, but I shut off the thing and did it one by one, took my time. Bruno, once you get through his 2 Onyxes, he has 3 fighting types, Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee, and Machamp, and I took them all out with Joel Peck. Yeah, any good flying type will take care of that. This is how balanced my team is. That's just how I did it. I decided to make a really balanced team for the Elite Four. My next team is going to be nearly as balanced, but it's going to be powerful. Because I already have 4 out of the 5 Pokemon that I'm going to use for my next team. I already know what they're going to be. And a couple of them are hard. I don't know what the last Pokemon's going to be. If I figure that one out, though, you know, that would be great. Lionel Dimitri Cortez is my secret weapon in this fight because he's a normal type who can't be poisoned. So pretty much, Agatha is shafted. Because all she can do at best is put me to sleep and use Dream Eater. Because her Sludge Bombs won't poison me. Well, okay, scratch that. Her Confuse Ray will get me. But, you know, her Sludge Bombs won't poison me. She can't use any Ghost-type moves. So, and all her Pokemon are weak to Psychic. I am not crapping you. All her Pokemon are weak to Psychic. The reason her Pokemon are weak to Psychic is because they're not all Ghost types. They're all Poison types. This will be changed around in the later Elite Four, but... oh my god, Agatha, really? Yeah. If you like Ghost-type Pokemon... well, actually, if you like Ghost-type Pokemon, you don't have much of a choice here. There really isn't much of a choice until the post-game, so I guess this is the best they could have done with her team, and even in the original Red and Blue, I always thought that, you know, that's kind of unique that her whole team is actually Poison-type. It's like fighting Koga all over again. Except this time it's more effective. It's super effective. Made that joke enough times. Agatha sends out Arbok again. Another Pokemon that's a poison type that's just kind of randomly put on her team. I'm not complaining. Her team, having an Arbok on her team just means that I could take it out easier. Because there are so many ways I could take out an Arbok now. And I really should have switched to one of those ways because Lionel Dimitri Cortez is getting a bit of a beating. But I'm going to stick with it. Use Psychic. And now I'm going to full restore. Yes, I will be cheap and use items. I don't care what anybody says. My team is about as leveled as you can get. And you know that if I had just, let's say, 5 more levels on them, they'd probably take it out without items. But I'm lazy and you want to see the parts faster, so that's why I'm doing it the way I'm doing it. Again, I don't know how I'm going to label the second thing of this video. It's going to be the same footage. It's not going to be changed footage or anything. It's going to be the same footage in a speed-up montage. Why? Because I can. You know, on second thought, that's a really stupid idea. Nix the whole idea. Pretend I didn't say it. Again, her sludge bomb can do absolutely nothing to me. Well, it can hurt me a little bit, and actually it does quite a bit of damage now that I'm looking at it. But I have psychic power! I beat Lurielli so fast that I didn't get any really good commentary in on her, but now my mind is where it needs to be to do good commentary. Lurielli took me all of 3 minutes to beat. And I keep calling her Lurielli. It's Lorelei! It said it on the fucking anime. Oh well, whatever. Agatha, whose name I won't fuck up. Whoa, hold that thought. Lionel Dimitri Cortez is learning Hyper Beam. Hyper Beam does a shitload of damage one turn, and then does no damage the next because you have to recharge. I'm gonna get rid of Body Slam because, let's face it, I'd rather just kill him outright. And besides, I can always swap out to cancel out the bad effects of Hyper Beam. Which, her last Pokemon, Haunter. Again, another ghost poison type that just kinda is weird. She took herself out! I didn't have to do a damn thing. I win by default, I guess. Oh well, I'll take it. You win! I see what the old Duff sees in you. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, let's move on to the Elite Four leader. Lance, the Dragon Master. Dragons are mythical Pokemon. In fact, one of my rivals is... well, my rival is using one. Ba-da-da-da. Gyarados. Funny story about Gyarados. The reason why he's on Lance's team in the first place is because originally Gyarados was supposed to be Water Dragon, but then its only weakness would be Dragon type. And obviously that kind of would be bad since there's only, like, at the time that Gyarados was released, there was only him and Dragonite. Meaning, if you wanted to get a super effective on a Gyarados, you needed a Dragon type. Which, kinda at the time, was a really bad idea. So they changed it to Water Flying. So it went from one of the best Pokemon to one of the worst Pokemon. And here's an Aerodactyl. Apparently Lance had an old Amber hidden away somewhere. Again, it's not a Dragon type, it's actually a Flying Rock type. So I'm going to be using Seth. all his Pokemon know Hyper Beam, so if you can actually get him to hit you with Hyper Beam, because it for some reason doesn't recharge if you miss. If you can get him to hit you with Hyper Beam, you'll actually have a free turn to mess around with, making Lance one of the easier Elite Four members to deal with, in my opinion. Anyway, Dragonite. Lionel Dimitri Cortez will take the field. Dragonite. Dragonite, Flying Dragon type. Ice Beam does quad damage. But his Dragonite is actually pretty damn powerful. Not to mention it has a Citrus Berry. But that works to my advantage because I knew I wasn't going to take it out in one hit. I can take it out in two. If you have something with a lot of special attack power, or if you have a Blastoise with an Ice Beam, this fight is a freaking joke. Dragonair, he has two of these. I don't remember their movesets. They are different, though. Doesn't matter, they're Dragon types, Ice Beam hurts them. I never got that. Why does Ice hurt dragons? I mean, I know they need to, like, put the setup correctly, but I guess, like, you know, dragons died out in the Ice Age or some stupid shit like that. I don't know. I'm not gonna question it. Maybe if I watch more Godzilla films, I'll know what I'm talking about. He's kind of dragon-like, right? Dragons are resistant to a lot, so I guess they had to have at least one weakness, aside from themselves, which I thought that was kind of interesting. They both know Safeguard. He'll actually spend time putting up Safeguard, so if you're a stat user, if you're trying to inflict poison or whatnot, you might be in a little bit of a pinch, but... And plus he uses Shed Skin on a couple of them, so... Yes, I am the Elite Four champ. Chakara! Okay, I'm done with my rant. I knew that was coming. And now, it's time to face our final challenge. And that was a weird jump cut. Apparently, Chakara has developed transportation Oh no! He's gonna transport me to Narnia! I must beat him in a Pokemon battle, or I shall forever be trapped in weird jump cuts and whatnot. Chakara, Champion Chakara, has mastered the tactic of bad editing. Well, I've mastered the tactic of kick your ass! Kira took... Ooh. Pidgeot has apparently gotten stronger. Actually, all of his Pokemon have. This still should be no problem for you if you do things correctly. And Jakar is going to use Rhydon. Actually, I'm surprised. I don't know. I didn't even think he kept this Rhydon. Okay. So I was wrong in before saying that you never see his Rhyhorn again. I guess he just swaps it out for Alakazam every now and then. Alright, so let's tally up his team. He starts off with Pidgeot regardless, so you can always use a Thunder on that. He has a Rhydon, he has an Alakazam, and then he has the Pokemon from before. His 3 swappable Pokemon. If obviously he chose the opposite starter than you. If he didn't choose the Fire type, he'll have an Arcanine. If he didn't choose the Water type, he'll have Gyarados. And if he didn't choose the Grass type, he'll have an Executor. So obviously I won't have to deal with Arcanine, which I am very thankful for at this point. Ow! Critical hit is random! Kira, go! I know Alakazam has really good special defense, but he doesn't have any good physical defense, and... Oh, wow. I done fucked up. He still doesn't have any good physical defense. Stop recovering! This is more annoying than protect. Ow, psychic hurts. Ow, psychic really hurts. That's balls. Alright, taste this. Hyper Beam. When the going gets tough, bust out the powerful shit. And level 54. And you're going to send out Executor. I'm swapping it up. Axle of Fate. Time to rock. Mega Horn. Quad damage because it's a psychic and a grass type. It's super effective. And Gyarados. And since Kira's not around, I guess Axel of Fate will have to deal with this Gyarados. Shockwave. It was a really cool transformer, but whatever. Dragon Rage. It always does 40 damage. Ooh. I mean, I'm sure there's strategies that Dragon Rage works well in. I just can't think of any. Charizard. This is going to be his problem Pokemon for us, because it knows Fire Blast. And Fire Blast, if it hits, will do a lot of damage. Luckily, Surf is pretty damn accurate, and Fire Blast only has 5 PP. So, ow. Wow, I survived it. That's quite interesting. I'm going to have to keep that one in mind. Again, after this was done, I found out the freaking file was corrupt, so I had to do it all over again, but yeah, so, but damn. Ow, slash much. How about Surf? And he hit me with another Fire Blast. Fire Blast is hurting. But Surf will hurt you more. And we have a victory. We've defeated the champion, Jakara. We are the champions, my friend. You know what? Let me avoid singing. That would be a very good decision on my part. Yeah, you did. You made a mistake. You made several mistakes. Both the game and real life. Anyway, Jakara loses. And Professor Oak is going to come give us another Master Ball now. I wish. That would make my life easier. But no. Congrats, Details. The Hall of Fame is blah 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 blah. Me and my Pokemon are Hall of Famers. If anybody says Hall of Flamers, I don't know. That's weird. Obviously, it has the breakdown of our Pokemon, which doesn't have relevance to the next part of the game because I had to restart the file, but welcome to the Hall of Fame! And now, we let the credits roll.